Hey there, welcome back to my channel, Studio 25. So I'm going to make a confession. I did a review or an unboxing of a Sony camera just the other week there, and I tried to use the camera to make videos of tinting the windows in this bus. Unfortunately, I neglected to format the card. So when it came to putting the SD card in the laptop, the data was not there or unrecognised. So as much as these windows, it doesn't quite look like it on the film here, looking out, they look quite clear, but they have all been tinted. So despite my efforts to make a tutorial on tinting the windows, because I'm an idiot with a camera, it's not quite gone right. So what I'm going to do is, I've made a little bit of a mess here. I don't know if you can see it there, but round this handle there's a bit of daylight showing through because the circle handle, it's really hard to cut round. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to try and remove this film from this window, and then I'll do a tutorial video of just doing this little sliding window here, because I don't really want to leave it like that. It doesn't look too great, but at the same time I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to remove the film. So I'll just crack on with that just now and see if I can get that removed, and then we'll continue the video. Right, so try and get this zoomed in. Wait a minute here. Try and get it focused anyway. Don't know if that's focused right. I'm trying to see there. It looks okay. Okay. Right, so as you can see, I've got the film off of this window now, and as a result you can see the tint of the other windows now, because you've got something to compare it with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to clean this glass because obviously there's been film on there already. So I use this, not sponsored, Windowline. It's a good glass cleaner. Some of the spray on ones, they get a wee bit streaky. This stuff goes kind of like a powder, so once you know that you've got all that powder off, you know that the window's kind of cleaned off of any debris. You want your window as clean as possible doing this, because if there's any dirt underneath, any dirt at all is going to show up like a bubble on the outside of the vehicle. And that you definitely don't want. So we'll just get this on here just now. It was a wee bit cloudy, we'll just leave it to dry for a second and then we'll wipe it off with another cloth. But yeah, all you do, so you get the film, we've got a wee sample piece here just now, right, so it's just like that. And what you do is you measure it up against the glass and then you just cut a piece that's going to be big enough. And then what you do is, I'm going to show you this here close up to the camera. So you get the masking tape here and you just cut off a couple of wee tears, and this is what the demo piece is for. So what you do is you just put it on the back of one corner just like that, there, is that in shot, and then you get another piece and you put that on the opposite side of that same corner. We'll try and get that in the middle of the view there, and then you squeeze the two together, but you leave something to pull. You squeeze the corner of the film like with your thumbs and you try and, doesn't always work, but you try and pull the back apart. Now this is the thing, you can see there's a backing film. So you need to get that backing film off, and that sticky side is the side that goes against the glass. So I've seen some vehicles in the past driving in front of me, and you see all these little bubbles in their windows. You see it quite often on vans and things. And what they've done is, they've sprayed the window, they've put the film up there, but they've not realised that there's a backing piece. So you really need to get that backing piece off, because it's the sticky side of the film that makes the window look properly black tinted instead of having all these little bubbles of air. Because obviously the backing film, if you've not removed that, it's just going to trap air bubbles, and you're not wanting that. It just looks terrible, if I'm honest. So yeah, that's how you get the backing film off. Two wee pieces of masking tape, you just pull them, and then once the backing side's off, it makes you realise what side's what as well when you're cutting and fitting to a window. If you're doing a car or whatever, obviously these windows are pretty much similar shapes, But if you're doing a car and you've got the curve of the back of the car at the back door or whatever, you need to make sure you've got the film the right way around. So you just do a test peel before you go trying to apply it. So yeah, I'll get the piece ready for this window, and then I'll start the filming again. Right, so I've cut a piece. I think it's big enough. I'll just try and get this focused up on the window there. So as long as it's going to cover all the glass, that looks fine with me. So then you get a spray bottle, just an old spray bottle out of your kitchen, get some soapy bubbles in it, and you just spray the glass like that. And then once that's wet, you put the film up on the... Now, as much as I've just shown you how to do the peeling, I've not actually done it to the piece I'm using. So if you just bear with me, I'll get this one to start to peel, and then we'll take it from there. So I just need, like I showed you, my 2 pieces of masking tape here. I feel kind of rushed with this, but I've got so much going on. And like I say, I just decided to get this window fixed. I'm hoping I get the cut right around the switch this time, but like I say, even if it isn't perfect, it's got to be better than the last attempt, because that was poor. The one on the opposite side of the van's worked out not too bad, so if we can get it as good as that, that'll be fine. So you just peel it back, let the film take to the glass. Like you see there, we've got a bit of gap there, so because it's wet, you can just move it around until you get the fit that you need. Got plenty to play with here, so we'll just do a wee overlap, and I think that's fine. That looks like it's fitting all the glass. So the next thing to do is, I should have had this all prepared, but I need a wee Stanley knife, and I don't know what I've done with it. Left it on the windowsill at the other side here, so it's just a wee Stanley blade like that. Wait a minute, there we go, we'll try and get it in focus there. Right, so it's just a wee sharp Stanley blade, and you just cut round the edges with the blade here. So getting the top, it's fine, you just go along the edge of the metal frame of the window. Obviously the film's going to move about quite a bit, so that's the issue. So we'll come along the bottom there, and we'll come right round the edge of this glass here. Try and keep it tight up against the metal of the frame. So that's the hardest part, getting the cut around the curve there. Right. So we'll just ditch that on the floor just now, and we'll get a wee card. Now I've not got my card ready either, so I'll just go into my... Right, so you just need a plastic card, kind of like that. There we go. Just something that you can spread it out with. You just try and spread away the bubbles. My cut's not exactly neat round the back here, but I can tuck it in under the window frame. Just slide that down, try and get rid of the light that's peeking through at the bottom. Now my hardest part is, like I said, cutting round this handle here. So I'll try and do this a little bit neater than I did before. And so that I'm not getting stressed out while you guys watching, I'll wait to turn this off while I do this cut. Right, I've started the cut. It seems to be going well. So I just need to get the bubbles out the end here, around the... Well, I've got a bubble that's recurring. It's maybe just a wee bit too tight. But what I'll do is, I'll use the card at the edge here and try to get rid of this excess. So all you do is you just use your card right at the edge of the window there, you can just take the knife up the edge of the card and that should be enough that you can just peel the film off there. That's just the excess. I've got a wee bit needing cut at the bottom here as well. There we go. And then I'll do the top side. There we are. Now from here I can see there is a wee bubble that I can't quite get rid of here. So I'll just try and trim a little bit of excess off. Right, so still a bit of wetness underneath the film, so you need to make sure that you scrape all that out. As you go up and down with the card, you see the air bubbles coming out, and once you think you're done, all it's a case of is you just go into the outside of the vehicle, check it for the outside. You'll see any bubbles more clearly, obviously. I'll just do that just now. Right, so there is a few bubbles on this top edge. I'll get them squeezed out. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So there's a slight bubble here at the switch for the window, but you know, I'm going to leave that to dry out a little bit. Got a bit of loose film there as well, we'll give that a wee cut off. Just looks a bit better when you've not got wee loose threads of film hanging off the window there, but that's it. It's pretty much done. And that's how, basically that's how you tint a window. Obviously that was an easy window because it's quite a small one. I'll post pictures up of the rest of the windows that I've done, and just at this opportunity to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to keep doing things to this bus, and yeah, cheers.